Welcome back to Hunter Reviews. Today we're breaking down episode 6 of Wistoria, Wand and Magic. The episode was titled The First Bloom. The graduation arc is officially behind us. The Tower Ascension arc has finally begun, and this episode has wasted absolutely no time reminding us what we've been building towards this entire time. For those who don't know, season 1 and some of the parts of season 1 and episode 1 to 5 of Wistoria were basically just like the prologue to the anime. So officially starting from episode 6 on onwards is the main story. And just gotta wonder like season 1, like the prologue was that good. I wonder how good season 2 will be. Oh, the main story will be, because before doing the video I did some research, and many many of the manga readers say season 2 is the main story is the best part of Wistoria. So I hope it delivers. The episode opens with an emotional flashback between Will and Opharia. She describes the beautiful sunset awaiting at the end of a long and dangerous tunnel, something that can only be achieved by mastering deep magic and pushing through every everything that the tower has to offer. It's basically she was basically just saying becoming like a magia vendor, because a magia vendor are the people who are at the top of the tower. I don't know if they are able to to see beyond the barrier, but if the main goal is getting at the top of the tower, then being a magia vendor is, I think, what she's talking about. And then she kind of says something that lands harder than anything else in this scene. She refuses to go on without him. She has absolute faith that no matter what happens, that he will climb the tower and he will find her, which he is and has and he is doing. I don't know why I said that, but he is doing it. He's basically done that. We are in the tower. We just need to climb it. I don't know how the climbing works, but we just need to climb it. Back in the present, both of them snap back to reality. 5 years have passed since the promise, and Will is finally climbing the tower. I've been wondering what the tower climb is actually like. Like, are we going to be training the whole time we're there? Do we go on ventures into the dungeon occasionally? Like, how structured is this going to be? Like, the show set up the stakes beautifully, and now I want to see what the day-to-day life, like what will the tower be like, because our main goal was getting to the tower, and I think the main story is us you know going our main goal is defeating the demons who our main goal is letting people see the sky. It's basically Will and Ophiria's dream to see the sky. I don't know how that will work. I don't know the mechanics of the tower climb. I don't know what the main story will hold for us, but I'm just here for all of that. Now, there's something I want to talk about before we even continue with the view. Like, it's about the drip that our gang is wearing. I don't like no I like this, the white. I really like it, but the other variations I didn't vibe with them. Like the red, the green. Like the red was my least favorite of the uniforms. The green was okay. Um okay, the uniforms just gave us the used uniforms looked really different from the ones we used in the academy, but once they got once they got accepted to their factions, and then it switched to the color of the factions, it kind of the uniforms just looked the same as those back in the academy, which I didn't vibe with that much. Like this, it kind of looks and feels different. Like that's how it should be, but maybe some other people's like it, but I really didn't vibe with it that much. Now let's talk about someone who carried the whole comedy in this episode. Like Euphoria is carrying the comedic energy of this episode entirely, on her back, and I loved it. first we have to like talk about the wheel plushes because I count like one, two, three, four, five. I count five of them. I don't know if they're like more. I I doubt there are only five. Maybe she has more. Who knows? But like, it's kind of fun like thinking about it because this woman is like the most powerful mage in history, and she has like a shelf of real merchants. Like I don't know whether to find this adorable or concerning. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. Both of them kind of like care too much about each other, which it's adorable and concerning at the same time. At least Will kind of has like friends to like negate that like stalker behavior, but like Euphoria kind of has no one. And for those who are wondering, the plushies were there in the manga itself, so canonically she does have this. It's not like an anime original. She does have the plushies. Let me, I don't know. I count two in the what's this in the manga. Maybe they added more. Who knows? But I can't see any more than the ones I counted. Then we have her love letters. Sorry, I meant the recruitment letters for Will. Like she wrote so many love recruitment letters that they were even piling up. And the reason she couldn't really send them is because one, Will doesn't really use ice magic. Like we know he can use West, but before that he didn't like have a specific type of magic, so she couldn't recruit him into like the ice faction. And the second reason is like the higher ups didn't want what's this a fire to like recruit Will. I don't know what problem they have with Will, but I think it's probably because he doesn't use magic. I think that's like the main thing that like the higher ups didn't. But shouldn't she be able like recruit him now because he is able to use like the fifth element, which I think is canonically the most powerful element that in the world of Wistoria is the powerful element. I don't know what. I don't even know who the higher ups are. I, I hope we get to see them. And the third thing, and the other thing that I kind of found funny, like I for most people it's not really funny, but like to me it's kind of funny, like the way she shut down Julius' attempts, because if you kind of remember last season, Julius publicly like announced his intentions to climb the tower and become Alfaria's official successor, which was a bold move. It had really terrible timing, and because Alfaria is deeply and almost like really really, and I can specify how really infatuated she is with Will, and how kind of she was like fully aware of how Julius spent like many years mocking and looking down on Will for like being magicless. So like Julius kind of like insulted like the person she cared most. Like I I know Julius kind of changes, but like to me it was like I don't care that much about Julius. Like compared to the other cast of characters, Julius is just there. So like even if he doesn't like claim the tower to me, it wouldn't really change much. I don't know. Aside from like the comedic moment, this episode also marks a notable shift in like the animation quality and kind of deserves to be talked about. Like the animators really went off on this, on this episode because okay, season two, the start of season two, the five episodes were decent. No, they were not bad, but like if you like compare it to season one, they were not really that good. But like episode six really like does something really good with it. Like you can really see how the animation has is going back to like that season one vibe. Like this scene which I'm showing right now. Move move forward. This yeah, this scene right here. Like it's really it's back to like season one. Like that's how season one will used to move, but like this season, like it was like I would say the story carried it most of all. Like the animation kind of felt stiff at sometimes. Like there were no movements, even like the big fight scenes were not like that grand. Like compared to like maybe like a few cuts and they were like really good, but like the whole thing together did not hold up to like season one. Anyway, here are my final thoughts for the episode. This was like a fantastic kickoff to like the tower arc, the emotional foundation from like the flashback, the immediate challenge of the war zones, which are these the monsters they have to Will has to defeat because to prove himself because he technically doesn't have magic that he can use, and I still don't understand it because the fifth element should canonically be the most powerful element. Even Mercedes, the queen of magic, couldn't wasn't able to use the fifth element. So I don't understand why he's not being even recruited right now. Anyway, I'm excited to see how the tower section arc goes, what type of new challenges we'll face. And here's the question of the day. The high mages are already writing Will off before he even starts. Do you think someone inside the tower would eventually recognize his potential and advocate for him? Or is it going to have to prove himself every single floor with like zero support? Just like for the way he was doing in the academy. Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Hunter and I'll see you in the next one.